Do you have the feeling you can't remember anything after you had just practiced it for hours and hours and have tried repeatedly doing the same exercise to improve your drawings? Well, it's the same with school. Have you ever learned something just for an exam? How long until you forgot it? Well, I'd say probably around 3 days. Today, I'm gonna explain to you how you can remember stuff more easily and how it will actually be able to affect your drawings in a positive way. We all know it. You practice just before your geography exam. You have to learn all the names of all the rivers. Or your biology exam. You have to learn the names of the cell functions and organelles. What is the mitochondria? What's the Golgi apparatus? How long until you forgot? I mean, to be fair, in biology, they do ask you like every second year about the cell, but I bet you've probably forgotten it within days. Now, have you ever done the same in art? Let's say, for me especially, I've practiced for like 2 or 3 weeks color theory, color combinations, which colors work together, how all that works. Looking back at it, I don't really remember anything. I know there's like complementary colors, tri colors, like there's 3 colors that fit together, and quadratic colors, but I don't remember anything about the rest. It's like wiped out from my brain. In theory, have you ever wondered when you get a mathematics problem, they explain the theory and they like tell you the formula, no? And then they give you an example to do with the formula. And then you would probably remember the formula more easily. This has to be the same in art. You get your theory, but you also need to apply it in a meaningful way. There's no use in just learning the things and not being able to apply it. Personally, I would mix the art theory and your practice with personal pieces so that you still have fun. Another way to remember stuff more easily is to connect it with stuff, as I said earlier, that you already know. Let's say you are learning how to draw the boxes and spheres and all that stuff. And now you're practicing how to draw the human mannequin. Logistically, you learn how to draw boxes and spheres first before the human mannequin, because the human mannequin consists of boxes and spheres and cylinders. You are adding on to your knowledge, and you cannot really go the other way around. It's very hard for that. So you just have to connect your fundamentals with whatever you currently know. You build upon your knowledge. And as such, you can't really start perspective if you don't know how to draw basic rectangles. So as a beginner exercise, I want you to go through all the fundamentals and see if you can do them. And then slowly build up. You can be good in everything or good in some parts. It doesn't matter. So, no matter what skill level you are, I want you to go through all the fundamentals. So let's start with the basic cube and sphere. Now, you don't have to be a master at this. If you know the absolute basics of them, you're fine. Let's move on then to the human mannequin and perspective. Let's say you're struggling with one of those. Try to see if you can incorporate or practice these skills for the next week and then incorporate them into a personal piece. Go to color theory. If you're struggling with color theory, try to put a heavy focus on colors into your next piece. If you're looking to learn a specific body part, make that the main focus of your next piece. Like if you're struggling with hands, you could make your character hold a sword. or just have there be hands in the middle like those friendship pictures. Truthfully, the options are endless. On the other hand, you also want to see that you can connect these fundamentals to something you already know. Let's say you're practicing specifically how to draw the eyes or the hand. I mean, you can only practice hands and only eyes, but at some point you have to know how to connect them to the human body. I practiced how to draw all the features once, and also I practiced how to draw hair, but it was no use to practice it if I didn't know how the hair went on the head at some point. It may seem obvious to some, but it's not always that obvious. So always practice in correlation as well. If you're practicing eyes, then also put them on the head for once. And see that you find a connection, because as soon as you establish these connections, they will be made in your brain, and you will be much more easy to remember all of these things you've learned. You also need to always quiz yourself if you actually know what you did. There's no use if you know it in theory, but you can't put it in practice. You can't just watch a tutorial and not do it. Happy drawing, everyone, and I hope these tips help you improve your drawings and your learning.